This is a very big development indeed. In fact, the question being raised is whether the peace committee, the 51-member peace committee constituted by the government of India, whether it has already become a non-starter. That is the big question that a lot of people are raising, and that has happened after the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡, one of the leading civil society groups in the Manipur Valley. They have said that they are not going to be part of the peace committee, and because they have accused the government of India of not acting against narco-terrorists, as they call it, narco-terrorists. They said that the government of India has not acted against the narco-terrorists and the illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. They are basically referring to the illegal immigrants, alleged illegal immigrants from Myanmar. So on these two grounds, the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 has said that they are not going to be part of the 51-member peace committee. Now, on the other hand, the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, which is a leading civil society group in the hill areas, that is the Kuki heartland, they have also said that they are in favor of peace, but they are not interested in the peace committee because they said that first peace has to be restored before a peace committee can become effective. That is what the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum had said a short while ago, and the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 addressing the media in Imphal a short while ago, they said that they are not going to be part of the peace committee because they have accused the government of India of not acting against alleged narco-terrorists and alleged immigrants from Myanmar. They are saying that there are a lot of illegal migrants from Myanmar active, and therefore they wanted action against these illegal migrants. They are also saying that there is lots of terrorists in the state, and those actions should be taken against those narco-terrorists. Now they believe that the context why they are demanding action on narco-terrorists, the allegation by organizations like 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 is that people engaged in the drug trade could be behind the unrest, could be fueling the unrest for their own interest. That is what the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 actually, one can infer from what 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 has been doing, going by their past stand against drugs. So the big question now, the operative part is that at least two important civil society organizations, the ITLF in the hills and the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 in the valley, a leading civil society group, are not immediately going to be part of the peace process, and that brings the question, that brings to the fore the big question whether the peace committee, the 51-member peace committee, has become a non-starter. On the other hand, there are a lot of positive developments in the sense that the leaders of the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 groups who are on a ceasefire at this point of time, who are all better known as the suspension of operation groups under suspension of operation agreement with the government of India. Their leaders had met NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 𝗚𝗓𝗏 in Guwahati last night, and both sources privy to the meeting says that the meeting went off very well and it was positive. And later, when I spoke to one of the leaders of the SOO groups, Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡, who is the spokesperson of the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 National Organization, he also said that the talks had gone in a talks were good, and it was very positive in a desired positive direction. So this is a good news coming, that one of the two leading stakeholders in the hills, the SOO representing, that is the SOO groups, which are basically the KNO that has 17 groups under it, and the United People's Front that has 8 groups under it, a total of 25 groups. They have met Assam Chief Minister and NEDA convener Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 𝗚𝗓𝗏 in Guwahati last night, and they said that the talks are positive. On the other hand, Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 𝗚𝗓𝗏 will be flying in to Churachandpur and Kangpokpi in the next 2 to 3 days to meet the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 civil society leaders. He was already in Imphal meeting the Meitei political leaders and civil society groups, and definitely it is now clear that Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 𝗚𝗓𝗏 is working on a peace plan that was actually initiated by Union Home Minister Amit Shah during his 4-day visit to the state.
All right, Wasbir, we are awaiting reactions from the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 on the matter, since the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡 has been included in the list, but reports are doing rounds that they are also not happy with the peace committee.
Yes, we are also getting reports are trickling out from the hills that the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡, which is the apex body of the 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗡s, they are also not really in favor of the peace committee, because they are saying that why should Chief Minister Biren Singh be there in the peace committee? But the government may also have their own reservations, because he is the chief minister of the state, he is the elected chief minister of the state. But The Kuki groups, including the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, are accusing the Biren Singh government of being the perpetrators, quote unquote, accusing the government of, they've labeled the government as perpetrators of this violence to an extent. So these are allegations are flying thick and fast once again over the formation of the peace committee, and one has to wait and watch whether that takes shape. But today, the governor of Manipur has visited 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗧 today, and she is also visiting Bishanpur district on the outskirts of Imphal to meet the people who have been uprooted from their homes and currently living in relief camps. Now, this peace committee has been formed under the chairmanship of the governor in the state, not the chief minister. Chief minister is a member of this peace committee. So these are issues, but the picture is hazy. But initial reactions: one leading Kuki group and one leading Meitei group, whose representatives were members of this peace committee, have expressed their serious reservations. The Kokomi said they will not be part of the peace committee, and the Kuki Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum have said that the peace has to be restored first before a peace committee should swing into action.